Now, police say they are intensifying patrols along the Tamale-Bolga and Tamale stretch after separate robberies that left an international journalist killed and many travelers injured. The latest is an armed robbery incident on Saturday evening where robber attacked a number of passengers traveling on the Tamale-Bolga highway near Wale in the northeast region. Elias Tanko has more.
This is the stretch of the Tamale-Bolga highway near Wale where the robbery incident was said to have occurred. The stretch was gridlocked yesterday after 3 armed marksmen held scores of travelers hostage in a daylight robbery operation that reportedly lasted close to 30 minutes. The gunmen were said to have targeted a vehicle from Bolga to Wale but decided to rob other passengers who had run into the operations. One of the victims, a businessman who was on his way to Wale to purchase building materials, had to return empty-handed as his money was taken from him. His name is Philip Azwoba Atanga, and he narrated what he saw and experienced.
We were coming from Bolga to Wale, a sprinter like this. So when we got to between just by the curve, after the first barrier, the police barrier, then the robbers guys came out from the bush there. So when they came, they gave a warning shot, and our car, there was a motorbike rider with someone at the back too, with the motor. So the 2 people, they just applied the brakes immediately because they crossed them first. So they couldn't move. They applied the brakes and even fell. Okay. So they just rushed to them, and we were also the next people they targeted. So we also stopped. So we raised our arms and we dropped down actually. So they let us lie on the floor, the operator's hall. Personally, I'm a businessman. Yeah. So I was going to buy my building materials, go back and so as I was moving, I can't exactly give the amount, but I saw it was more than 4,000 plus. Fine. So they took all the money.
The robbers also took many personal valuables, including mobile phones from the travelers, leaving them stranded on the busy highway.
People's money from everything.
They took everything. You just take my everything. They took all my food, my two things, all I got.
The incident also left some of the passengers, especially the women, terrified.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! More passing! No! Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
But there was also an outrage. The passengers were angry that the police failed to respond timely, although the attack occurred near 2 police checkpoints. The passengers claimed police officers at one of the checkpoints told them they had no bulletproof vest and that they were waiting for their colleagues from the anti-terrorist unit to arrive from Wale.
Oh, no. It's not fair.
It's been more than 15 minutes. More than that.
They were Fulani people.
However, the police have denied this claim. And today, the regional commandant led a team of top officers and a score of operational men to raid communities along the highway in response to the attack. Acting Regional Police Public Relations Officer Robert Anibik gave details of the operation in an interview with JoyNews on the highway.
And today, the regional commander, GCOP, Mr. Ali Moses, together with the operational team and the Wale district commander, including myself, we went on a manhunt for these armed robbers. We searched all settlements that before they may be hiding. You can see us in the way how that we are. It is the operation that we went and we became that in this manner. So we went, we said we had some people, those the Fulani settlement. We searched, but we didn't find anything incriminating them. So we are going back to re-strategize, mount up strategies so that we can be able to arrest the armed robbers that are operating on this road.
Robbery attacks are common in the Wale Wale enclave, where unfortunately the police there are heavily challenged, lacking both logistics and personnel. The situation is compounded by bad rules and meddling by traditional authorities in robbery cases. Ilyasu Tanko reporting.
Ilyasu Tanko is still on for us. Ilyasu Tanko, what's the latest on this robbery attack?
Well, the police have not been able to make arrests despite the raiding of the communities in those areas. Actually, yesterday they led a team of operational men to raid communities along that particular highway. We understand those communities raided were mostly Fulani settlements, but unfortunately, no arrest was made, and up till now, they have not made any arrest. The police say they are still pursuing these particular robbers, and they are assuring residents that they will be arrested.
Now, how is the police dealing with the situation right now? Have any new strategy they've introduced to deal with this?
Well, the major concern here is that the police are lacking personnel and logistics as well. And this has been going on for years. Remember when the president came, the overlord of the area himself made that particular request directly to the president, asking that the police in the region be retooled. But that has not happened. And so what the police are saying that they will need the service in the region to be retooled, more personnel be brought in as well as logistic vehicles. And so they will be able to be at the right position to fight the armed robbery incidents in the region.
We've been trying to reach the police PRO to give us more. We're yet to get a response from the police, but my colleague Fred Smith also joins us with some background. Fred Smith, what do we know about this journalist?
Well, Aisha, Said Ahmed, he's been working with the MTA since 2016. That's about 5 years ago. And he was well known for his work on the famous weekly Muslim program, This Week with Kuzo. The Ahmadiyya sources we've been speaking to claim that he was traveling from Tamale to Accra when the incident happened. And according to our sources within the police, he was working on a peace and security documentary in Ghana and was traveling with another person, and they met this incident. They were shot by an armed gang on the prepaid Tamale Highway last Monday, and some of the bullets penetrated the vehicle and hit the two, who sustained gunshot wounds in the process. And the armed men then robbed them of their mobile phones and an unspecified amount of money, and they fled. The police say they rushed the victims to the Buipe Polyclinic for treatment initially, and then later they were transferred to the Family Teaching Hospital for further examination. But on arrival, they discovered that Tale Ahmed Said had died, so the medical officials pronounced it dead.
Well, the police say they have killed 2 suspected armed robbers and arrested 4 others for the alleged involvement in some robberies and murder cases ongoing at the Kintampo-Buipe Highway. Preliminary investigations indicate the suspects were behind many of the robberies, including the recent killing of international journalists. And this is a statement that has been issued by the police. I'll take excerpts of that statement. You have it on your screens, and it's coming from the police. All right, so excerpts say 2 suspected armed robbers killed and 4 others arrested on the Kintampo-Buipe Tamale Highway. 2 suspected armed robbers, and it says that 2, Hamidu Umaru and Hadu, were killed after some gun exchanges with the police, intelligence, and operational teams. The detained suspects are Saju Bukari and Sabi Ali Ahmadu and Ishad Seidu. Their intelligence-led operations by the Special Anti-Robbery Task Force led to the retrieval of 2 locally manufactured pistols and live cartridges, machetes, pepper spray cans, and stun guns. Some suspected stolen items were retrieved, and they include mobile phones and motorbikes. Preliminary investigation suggests that these suspects were behind many robberies, including the killing of an international journalist some days ago. The police administration has instituted some rigorous measures to effectively combat serious crimes that have plagued the area over the past few years. Similar intelligence-led operations have been employed in other regions. The general public is advised to collaborate with the police by providing credible information on suspected criminals for swift and immediate action. Policing is a shared responsibility. Therefore, we entreat everyone to get involved for a safer and peaceful society, and is signed by Kwesi Fori, who is Assistant Commissioner of Police, Acting Director General of Public Affairs at the Ghana Police Service.